today's society has seen a monumental shift in the way men and women relate to each other. Women have fought to be equals at home and in the workplace.
And advances in technology have completely changed the way we communicate.
But all this progress has left a blurry line on some of our traditions. So, are gentlemen a thing of the past? Is chivalry dead?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
My husband is incredibly chivalrous.
But he is from the 1800s.
He is not from the 1800s. Okay, he does come through a time portal at night.
Oh my gosh, do you know any other person who says, I'm gonna go check the post for check the mail?
Yeah.
And they'll say stuff like, let me put a penny in your ear. And I'm like, put a penny in my ear.
Yeah.
He's old. He is old.
But he carries a handkerchief. He carries two, in fact. One for himself and one for anybody who needs it.
Like for guest criers?
For guest criers,
That's
you know,
nice.
if you're having a guest cry. And whenever he pops it out for ladies, they're always like,
Well, that's
thank
the thing.
you.
I don't think it's dead. Chivalry's dead, but I do think I'm shocked when it happens.
Yeah.
Like I have a moment of like, oh, and it makes you, for a minute, I'm like, I'm a princess.
Yeah.
You opened the door.
Yeah.
Look at you. And it is, I don't know, maybe it just means more. But I also think it's good to see people be more polite in general.
Yes.
And I'm not sure that I'm always seeing that, but I do feel like that lately, I've seen a little more civility.
Yeah, civility. I like the fact when we all take care of each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's us against them, and I don't know who them is, but it's us.
Yes, yes. Well, joining us in the studio today is lifestyle and etiquette expert Elaine Swann. Welcome, Elaine. Thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so Elaine, what do you think? Is chivalry dead?
Chivalry is a little bit in a coma right now, but it has some room to be resurrected, really and truly. I think we're starting to see people kind of turn back the hands of time and want to see more politeness, most especially as far as men are concerned.
Yeah. Well, there was a time, I remember in the 90s, where, you know, supposedly women were upset if a man opened the door, or, you know, those were the stories. Remember those stories?
I know, but I was like, I'm not upset. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Remember, you know, it's like, you know, how dare you, you know, want to pay for my meal or something like that.
Anyone out there in the world, you can pay for my meal. I'm just going to give blanket permission right now. You don't even have to eat with me. In fact, that's preferable. Just go pay it.
That's so
Right.
true.
But that was the myth out there
that
for
was
a
the
while.
Well, that's what was taking place. You find a lot of young ladies, and even students come to my classes now today, and they say, well, my mom taught me to be an independent woman and that a man shouldn't open the door for me. And I said, look, honey, when you walk up to a door, just act like your hands are broken and let him open the door for you. It's so important nowadays to just carry yourself like a lady and not get upset if the man does try to show chivalrous behavior.
Well, I feel like it's about intention, and there are some times when I felt like, especially at work, let's say.
Well, here's the thing.
You know,
at work, chivalry in the workplace is actually gender-free. So what you're doing, what you're talking about right now is perfect. In the workplace, man can open a door for a woman can help him with his jacket, so forth. So in the workplace, in the business arena, chivalry is gender-free. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if it's not.
I love that.
I will say there have been times when I felt like I'm being treated differently because I'm a woman in a way that is maybe not helpful to me. You know, like, I can't do certain things.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. We have to kind of shift and change our mind. Yes, can you carry in all this stuff in the house yourself?
Yeah, but do I want to?
Yes, but do you want to? No. And so that, you know, there are more instances where we can do certain things, but it's nice to be treated nicely. And I think this is the one thing that parents should most certainly start to establish in their young men today, and then help the young women to receive it, you know, especially in the dating world, too.
Or just like if you see somebody carrying a lot of stuff, whatever your gender or theirs, help them.
Yes.
Like it's
Just
not such
be
a
nice.
big deal. Just like if somebody's struggling, it's nice to have somebody help you.
It's nice to be nice.
It's nice to
You know, I remember once, my husband always automatically does he goes on the outside, on the sidewalk when we're walking. But I remember once a man was trying to do it to me, and he did it so, like, he literally was shoving me into a building. I was like, oh, I'm trying to walk here. And he didn't want to say what he was doing.
Oh.
But I was like, okay, but you don't, now you've made it completely awkward.
Now it's awkward.
Now it's a thing.
Yeah, and that's why communication is so important. Say, hey, let me have you walk over here. Let me stand over here. And then same thing, going up the stairs and down the stairs. A lot of guys aren't quite sure what to do, so follow the lady up the stairs and go down before her. So that way, whether she trips backwards, she falls on you. You know, if she falls forward, she'll fall on him.
Wow,
and that's
I
a
didn't
great
know
way
that.
to
I've
remember.
never heard that one.
He follows her up and
makes me
leads
wanna
her
fall
down.
down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to see what happens.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we asked Frangelistas to weigh in on a question. Is chivalry dead? 70% of you said it is not. Oh, well,
I don't think it. I haven't felt like it's that. I do feel like we've got to work on some politeness in general.
We have to. You know what? I guarantee you the ladies who answer that all have a great guy. You know, same thing. My husband he's not from the 1800s, but he is very, very polite. His dad did that to him. But I'm really surprised to see this. I'm happily surprised to see this poll because this tells me that definitely men are putting forth an effort and women are allowing them to do so.
And I also feel like, people are sitting out here feeling like, men are worse than they are.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, I mean, there's room for improvement. Let's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not paint this house too rosy. I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement out here. There's a lot of people who are not holding their end up of the bargain.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true.
But I think that I'm glad to see people talking about it more honestly and openly.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Me Time with Frangela.